Hi, welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Brent, and today I want to talk to you about carrying the shield of faith. I like watching movies. Movies is a way for me just to relax and be entertained, but there's particular movies that I really enjoy. There's those battle movies, the ones that there's these fights. And actually, the type of fighting I like is with the sword, with the shield, with the arrows. These are the kind of fights that I really enjoy because it's that hand-to-hand combat. There's actually a particular movie that I enjoy. It's called 300. If you know the movie, you understand that this is a battle between the Persians and a battle between the Greek. And the Greeks have this group of guys, 300, called Spartans. And you have the Persians on the other side that is ruled by a king, Artaxerxes. And he's trying to take over the whole territory. So these 300, they go into this fight. And instead of the Persians using their own armies, they use some scoundrels to fight them at first. And the 300 just wipe them out. And after that, they thought maybe the Persians would turn back. But as they looked up, they noticed a cloud in the sky forming. And the cloud kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they noticed that's not a cloud. Those are arrows. And all at once they yelled, "Shields!" And they all grab their shields and they duck behind, and you just see these arrows, boom, 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 boom. They're hitting the shields. And then it stops. And they all stand up. Not one of them was hurt. And actually the scene is, you see the leader, he takes a sword and just cuts those arrows off. You know, Paul talks about a similar battle in Ephesians. See, he's writing to a group of people that maybe they're in a battle, we don't know for sure, but he's trying to encourage them in this fight. See, Ephesus was a community that was well known. It had the temple of Artemis, which is also called the temple of Diana. It was one of the seven wonders. And in there, they would have practices of worship, and they would use prostitutes. And so here's this group understanding these pagan rituals that are going on, and Paul's writing to them to encourage them. And he's describing for them to put on the battle armor and encourage them. And when he says put on all this battle armor, we get to verse 16 of chapter 6, and here's what he says in that. In addition to all this, basically all the armor, take up the shield of faith, which will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. You get the picture. It's a shield, and they understood the shield. The shield back then for a Roman soldier was not a cheesy little shield. It was a big shield that stood almost half the height of a Roman soldier. And it actually curved around so that it could cover their whole body. So when they went into battle, if there was arrows being shot from a wall, they can get behind that shield. Better yet, if most of them were carrying those shields, they could link them up. And then it becomes like an impenetrable wall. And so here's Paul saying, you want to carry that shield because you'll be able to extinguish the fiery arrows, that shield of faith. So, what are those arrows? We don't know. There's lots of different arrows. It could be fear. It could be anger. It could be addiction. We all have different arrows that are shooting at us. But the encouragement is to always carry the shield of faith because it's the shield of faith that will protect you.